they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let it. 52's the money. Check 52's the money. Push him back.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun and run with Barkley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Ready? 18 Gator. 6-man. Check curl, check curl, check curl. Undercut, undercut, undercut. Check. Snap.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Matchbox lights. 36.
The This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready. 60 yards. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Just beating the play clock is Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Echo. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Be driven.
Out of the gun. Hill. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Corey Coleman back deep to return. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing Jones. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Watch the sled. No, check that. We got mic 52.
On 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Get ready.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Second down, McKinnon. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
First throw now for the backup Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. 5-9.
Wentz now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Wentz now to throw. Flush to his right. Now the ball comes loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, pick your game up. Smooth.
To throw on second down. Jones. And some space here. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Check three. Sunday.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing to open for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they're running the jet sweep. This is Jeffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready? 59, mark. Check, 59. That's an alpha. 59. 59. All day. Bang, bang. Ready?
Now Jones operating from the gun. That's complete to Slayton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Jones now. Off play action. Dancing to his left. The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. On second down, here's Barkley. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Look at me, Zipper! Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And the kick by Rosas is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here again is McKinnon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 25-yard line.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far. And they come away with nothing.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Barkley. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
18 Gator.
Jones on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz going to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Great 15. Great 15. 29 is Mike. 20.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Great 57. Go.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 57. Check 13. Switch it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Back. Hey, they're scared. Hey, 57. 29 is Mike 29. Hey, box truck. Here I come again. 29 is Mike 29.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He finds McKinnon, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you.
To throw, it's Wentz. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Lorenzo Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 24-yard line.
And 2 stop. Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. Buying time to his left. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Watch the safety crease.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down now, McKinnon. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check 99.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Switch. He's coming. We got double up.
Here's McKinnon, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check. Lefty, lefty.
Back to throw. Wins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This one through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's back to throw. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, 5. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, Haywood.
Wentz to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Giants, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.